You know all that stuff from sci-fi movies, like telepathy, invisible health scanners? Well, this week, that's not fiction anymore. We're going to break down the real-life tech that's making it all happen right now.
And that's really the big theme today. Tech is no longer just something we hold in our hands. Nope, it's starting to connect with our bodies, our homes, and even our thoughts in some seriously mind-bending ways. I mean, really, stop and think about that for a second. The ability to just think something and have it appear as a message. Sounds like it's straight out of a movie, doesn't it? And get this, what if a device you already own, something just sitting in the corner of your room, could actually monitor your health without ever touching you? Well, guess what? These aren't just what-ifs anymore. All right, let's start with the breakthroughs that are literally blurring the line between today and tomorrow. First up is this thing called the alt-ego device, and it is truly wild. It's designed to read the silent signals your brain sends to your vocal cords before you even open your mouth to speak. It's basically reading your inner voice. So how on earth does that even work? Well, when you say words inside your head, your brain sends these tiny, totally imperceptible signals to your vocal cords. The alt-ego device is sensitive enough to pick those up and translate them into text. So it's not exactly mind reading, it's more like muscle signal reading. Pretty cool. And the potential here is, well, it's staggering. For people who've lost the ability to speak, this could be absolutely life-changing. And for the rest of us, it's a little peek into a future where you could literally text a friend just by thinking the words. Wow. Okay, so from tech that reads your thoughts, let's talk about tech that reads your body. Researchers have actually figured out how to turn a plain old Wi-Fi router into a pretty sophisticated health scanner. Here's the breakdown. The Wi-Fi signals in your home are constantly bouncing off of you. Well, every time your heart beats, your chest moves just a tiny bit, and that distorts those signals. A new machine learning algorithm can analyze those tiny distortions and calculate your heart rate with clinical accuracy. And they're not stopping there. Next on the list is detecting things like breathing patterns and even sleep apnea. Now, for technology this advanced, you need some serious horsepower. So let's take a look at how the biggest names in tech are building the foundation for all this stuff. Nvidia just dropped a bombshell announcing its next-generation chip architecture codenamed Rubin. And look, if you think AI is fast now, just you wait. This is the hardware that's going to power the next giant leap for artificial intelligence. So what does that really mean for you and me? Well, all that telepathy tech, those constant Wi-Fi health scans, that stuff needs a massive amount of computing power. The Rubin architecture is what's going to provide it. We're talking about AI that can generate video almost instantly, or an AI assistant that remembers an entire book you're talking about. That is the kind of power we're about to unlock. And as the hardware gets better, the whole game changes. The partnerships shift. For example, Microsoft, who we all know has been famously tied to OpenAI, just announced a major deal with its rival, Anthropic. That means the AI helping you write an email in Outlook might soon be Claude, not ChatGPT. It's just a huge reminder of how fast this industry moves. No one is sitting still. But this AI race isn't just a Silicon Valley story. Let's shift our focus to India, which is making a really ambitious and strategic push to become a global AI powerhouse. For a long time, India has been kind of known as the chip designer for the rest of the world. But that's changing, and it's changing fast. The country is now making moves to build and own its entire AI infrastructure, from the hardware all the way up. And they're tackling this with a huge two-pronged strategy. On the hardware side, you've got Reliance building these enormous gigawatt-scale AI data centers. Then on the software side, companies like Servam AI are developing their own large language models, the brains behind AI, specifically for India. They are building the whole shebang. And this innovation isn't just happening at the billion-dollar level. Just to prove they can compete across the board, Jio just launched the world's cheapest wireless GPS tracker for, get this, $8. That is a powerful sign that innovation is happening at every single level of the market. Okay, so we've got the brains, we've got the infrastructure, but how does all this AI actually interact with the real world? Let's talk about robots, because they are finally learning to handle things with a delicate touch. You have to see this. The company Figure AI just showed off a humanoid robot handling fragile glassware. I'm serious. It can pick up plates and cups and gently place them in a dish rack without breaking them. Now, that might sound simple, but trust me, it's a huge milestone. And here's why that is such a game changer. This is what teaches robots material sensitivity, basically how much force to use on different objects. This is absolutely critical if we ever want them to do useful things in our homes, like folding laundry or, doing the dishes, without just destroying everything in sight. Okay, so we've covered a ton of ground here. Telepathy tech, Wi-Fi health scans, next-gen chips, robots that can feel. What does all of this rapid-fire innovation actually mean for you, for your life, and maybe even for your career?
Well, for one thing, it's creating some incredible new opportunities. I mean, look at this. OpenAI is hiring a content strategist for $400,000 a year. That's a job that blends creativity with tech. And at the same time, Meta is paying builders in India around $55 an hour just to create Hindi chatbots. The AI economy is rewarding a whole diverse range of skills all across the globe.
And that really brings us full circle, right back to our main theme. From devices that can translate a thought into text, to Wi-Fi that monitors our health while we sleep, technology is no longer just some external tool we use. It is becoming an integrated part of our actual human experience.
Which leaves us with one final question for you to think about. With a device that can transmit your inner voice, where do you draw the line between convenience and privacy? Would you use it? Or is that just a step too far into the future? Let us know what you think in the comments.